off with our party heading towards the Lockberry Henge to talk to the Cords there to see if they could use their Fey Gate, whatever that was, to travel to hither. Unaware of pretty much everything still, our party set off following Amador up the stony path. Our party pretty much kept to themselves along the way, not really wanting to talk after the last few days. Kaelan, or Kaelan's body, or not Kaelan's head, as he called himself, decided it was best to part with Pincushion, the doll, along the way, and set her down on the path. When you got to the top, you finally saw Lockberry Henge, and also noticed a chessboard in the middle of 8 20-foot tall monoliths. Each was made out of a different type of stone: shale, chalk, flint, granite, slate, basalt, obsidian, and marble. Amador wasn't really too sure what was going on, other than the Cords should be here, so you went around looking for clues. The only one you found was the chessboard, and after staring at it, not knowing what it was or how to play, Quickfoot found the solution. The shale side would win in one move over the chalk. As he moved the piece forward, out from the shale monolith came a Cord. She called herself Argantel of Shale, queen and leader of the Shale clan. As she danced with glee, winning the game, out came 7 other Cords from the monoliths and started dancing along. Well, except for the chalk one, who was sulking. After introductions were made, Quickfoot was given a stone as a gift for helping the queen win. It was a stone of good luck, and tucked it away in his pocket. You were also starting to get tired and hungry since becoming alive once again, and you were told where you could get some water and food. Amador also tagged along for the water. The rest of you learned how to play chess, or at least tried to learn, but even after 20 minutes, all you retained were that pawns were sent out first to the slaughter, while the rest of them took stock of the battle. During this 20 minutes of rest, Quickfoot ate all the mushrooms that were on a wall near a small trickle of water and failed a lovely con save and started to turn into said mushroom. When you're all back together, Argantel agreed to take you to the Fey Gate, but she needed something from each of you in return, also that she wasn't really too sure if she could get them working. So items and jokes were tossed in the mix, and after a kill all Brigadux chant from the Corns, you were taken underground to the gate. The gate was 200 feet under the henge, and after some guidance, she was able to figure out how to open the gate. It had 3 locations available, and Amador said that Downfall was most likely the best place to go since Bavlorna is now dead, and it used to be your home. So it was settled and the destination put in, and you all jumped through. You landed in a swamp, and Amador, for some reason, wasn't on the other side. Downfall was a smelly bog of a town, and it seemed extremely damaged, but you did hear sounds of someone here and there, and one was right in front of you. It was small, had claws for hands, and a gourd for a head. He was Clapperclaw, the scarecrow, and Amador said he was a friend and guide here and hither. He was with 2 bullywugs that were repairing a broken air balloon. With a quick introduction and learning that both himself and Kaelan were missing their heads, a bargain was struck. They would find him parts to fix the balloon, and he would give you a ride to thither. It was also at this point that Quickfoot fell over and fully turned into a myconid in front of everybody's eyes. When he woke back up and took stock of his new body, he shrugged and just hoped he would go back to normal soon. So you went towards some smoke in the distance and found Bavlorna's cauldron. It was behind some red tape and a sign that said, "Don't touch, may explode." You ignored that, went up, touched it. It then got up, ran away, and the fire underneath it came alive and attacked. Luck had it that Worm got in a good kick, and the magman that came out from the fire went splashing into the water and, well, exploded, like the sign said. Worm then put a finger in the boiling black liquid inside and put it in Shaggy's mouth. Nothing happened, so you dumped it all into the water. The water then exploded with polymorphed giant frogs and giant dragonflies that the frogs then ate. A full cauldron full of polymorph potion that might have came in handy was gone, and it could have been at least it could be used to help power the air balloon. So you grabbed 2 nearby boats to use to sit in and attach to the small wicker basket. The repairs were going to take a few days still, so you went around, found a broken down shop to rest and relax in. That's where our session ended, and we are currently picking up. Shaggy,
Yes.
as you sleep, you enter some sort of trance. Even though you don't really need to sleep, the only one that needs to sleep among all of you is a mushroom. But you find yourself sitting, and you just randomly see silver mist roll across your face. You then awaken not where you were, nor in any material world that you know of. You're in a moonlit forest, veiled in pale fog. Can I have a perception roll, please?
Advantages, disadvantages.
Straight roll.
Straight roll. I love those.
A 14. In front of you, emerging from the fog, is, well, someone who looks like you. Almost exactly like you. You find yourself face to face with an idealized version of yourself. Towering, fanged, armored in dark steel, glowing with some sort of power. You
Do I
then
know
hear,
you?
you then hear yourself speak as this creature who has the face of the face that you're currently with looks at you. I am one who you once were. I am who you could be again. I am the weapon you abandoned for the light. I am to be your guide with what is to come. For some stupid reason, you have been gifted with a vision quest to reflect on your past and to help you become something new, even though who you were before your stupid redemption was someone without fear, without cowardice, one who fought for the purpose of the tribe. But then you chose to heal those instead of ending their pathetic lives. Monsters like us were made to fight, not heal. So, you must prove to yourself and me that gentleness is a strength, not a weakness, to pass this test. Are you ready? Or are you going to be useless?
Sure.
Good. I would hate to have to kill myself again.
Excuse me, what?
He ignores you completely. In front of you, 3 spectral visions manifest before you, each one suspended in a glowing crystal. In the first one, you see a cowering goblin child, eyes weird with fear, and you remember killing her father during a raid in your life. In the second crystal, you see a dying elf soldier, bloodied by his old warband's ambush, who begged for help and was ignored. In the third one, you see a younger version of yourself, sobbing, chained in the dark, whispering to yourself, "No one ever showed me kindness." The vision of yourself then looks at you. You have a choice to make. You are allowed to redeem one, and only one. The rest will be forgotten forever. What do you choose? What do you do?
I'll redeem what was it, an elf?
A cowering goblin child that you remember killing her father.
Mm-hmm.
A dying elf soldier, bloodied by his old warband's ambush, who's begging for help and being ignored. Or a version of yourself being chained up in a corner.
I'll do the elf soldier. I'll go towards that one and choose it.
And what would you like to do to help that soldier?
No, my previous self said decided to take up healing, so I'm going to attempt to heal the elf soldier.
Yeah, give me an Arcana roll, please, sir.
Oof. Oof.
A 3. You reach out to this dying soldier who's begging for help. And your hand reaches out to touch the crystal and goes right through the crystal. And all three of them vanish. You then have light flood the forest. The ghostly goblin, elf, and your younger self appear in front of you smiling. All three of them say, "You were never meant to carry this burden alone. Let us help you." A spirit in the shape of a white bear then appears beside you and nudges you. The path of peace is not to forget violence, but to remember what it costs. You then awaken, back in front of your friends, in the broken down shack. You
Interesting.
can, as a boon, now gain the ability to cast Cure Wounds once per day. And your vision quest is complete, sir.
You said it was cure wounds once per day?
Yes, sir. Frost, can I have a con save, please? Frost, during the night, your mushroom body stays a mushroom body. Nothing else happens to you, sir.
Ooh.
I needed 13 or over for you to go back. But an 11 means you're still a mushroom for at least the next 24 hours. Not Kaelan's head. What are you doing during your time just sitting waiting for the day to go by? Would you be going through your pack? What would you be doing?
I didn't really grab a pack, just the helmet and the bone and some armor.
I thought you grabbed something small.
Well, I've got the charcoal dice.
Yep.
So maybe just taking
So enough.
comfort in
Okay.
that, watching
Okay.
everybody else, listening.
Okay. Can I have a perception roll, please, sir?
Sure. Perception.
Okay. Yeah, if it'll let you.
It'll ring through at some point, so we'll do it this way. 5.
The first one came through, 15.
Oh,
I'll
there
take
you go.
that one. Yep, all
I
right.
jumped all at once.
Beautiful. During your night, when you reach into a pocket or move or shift, you feel something that wasn't there before, but is once again. That silly doll is back in your possession. Pincushion.
I'll end it up.
Oh, hello. Where are we now? I can smell. Smells like home. Actually, smells nicer than home. There's less evil in the air. Hi.
There was a lot of bubbles.
Bubbles. And then she shuts off again.
I'll
Wait.
wind it up again.
Okay. She's just going to pretty much ask you what's been going on.
Sounds
Wait.
good.
Can I have a perception roll, please? And what are you doing while everybody else is just sitting
These
here?
are still at disadvantage, right?
This is just a straight roll. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
There's nothing going on here. Yeah. Okay. 12's enough. What would you be doing during your evening's rest? You don't sleep, but you still can't really do a lot of anything major.
Probably spend the night trying to work out how they're going to lie on their back. They didn't really think about it during the cave because they were just exhausted. But now they've got a bit of time and think about it. They're like, how do I lie down? They're just trying different positions, trying to get the wings out of the way.
Yeah.
Which carries on until the doll starts talking, at which point it just goes to, cool, where can I go to get away from this?
Okay. As you start to go away, you kind of notice that something's changed a little. The wings feel a little better now. And as you kind of peer at them with the 12, they're not as holy today. Some of them are fixed.
Oh. Stretching works. I was assume the rolling around, getting the good position worked, and just start stretching up the door, like walking, but like lunge walking.
Okay.
Every few steps, looking back and seeing if anything's changed.
Okay, I'll take an acrobatics roll, please.
I assume disadvantage?
No, just a straight roll. You're used to them now.
So.
Okay. They're working. Maybe a little bit of time practicing. You might be able to get off the ground a little.
They go to see if they can find a tree stump and just like practice jumping off it.
Okay. I'll just take one more roll to start to see how long it's going to take you to get it. 11. Okay. 11's enough that when you jump off, you find that you can hover. You can't go high, you can't go fast, you can't go far, but you now have 5 feet of flight. Can't go higher than 5 feet, but you can hover. Worm. As you're sitting in this broken down shack with everybody else, can I have a perception roll, please?
No.
All right.
Still missing that dirt sleep.
Trying to figure out how to do it again. That was my whole point.
Well,
what are you going to do? I'm going to figure out how to sleep.
Yeah. Right now, yeah, you're just trying to figure out how to maybe get back under the ground. Maybe you missed the embrace of the tree. Yeah, you don't really notice anything right now. The rest of you that are in there, all except for my Conid, because he actually needs to sleep, I'll take perception rolls from the other 3 of you. Okay.
21.
Okay. And anything from the Belvedere? Nope, we lost the video from the Belvedere.
Eventually.
Okay, it'll pop up eventually. Rest of you paying attention to yourselves during the night, I see. With a 3 and a 7. Yeah. Nat
I'm
1
head
from
around
Kaelan.
talking
Never
bear.
mind.
Sure.
Maybe it's just too dark. Never mind. Can
Too
you
busy.
roll? Yeah, can you roll me a d4 anyway, Worm? This will be for later.
It'd be funny if it's a max.
A 4.
You gotta-
Okay. That's beautiful. All right. Well,
Austin,
we'll
you
deal with
shower
that later. We'll deal with that later. Okay. Well, when you all eventually emerge bright early in the morning, you notice a few different changes on a few of you. Maybe you're even going to see your fairy friend playing with her wings, and she's hovering a little. You all feel like the rest helped. You can all change one of your 8s to a 10 in any ability.
That's what a +0.
Yes.
If I remember correctly. Okay, it's better than a -1.
It's better than a -1.
All of us, or just the 4 actual reborns?
All of you.
currently?
No,
Question.
including you two. Yep.
If a feat has already increased the score, does it go to 10 plus that score increase?
If you, pretty much, you can add 2 to 1 ability. So if you already had like a feat that puts you to 10, put yourself to 12.
No, just like I had a +1 to 1, so it was like now it's 11 rather than a 10.
Yeah,
Same
you can put it
difference,
at 11.
but
Yeah, it's still +0. But yes, you can. If you want to go to 11, by all means. Yep. All right. So you're all waking up. Well, one of you's woken up, and you find yourself in the same mushroom. But yes, you all emerge from the lovely shack that you guys are currently in. What would you like to do next? You guys are all currently here. Oh, here. It's still foggy. It still smells like you're in a bog. But I'll leave the rest to you when you wake up. The bullywug that was with you when you guys went to bed is no longer there.
I'm gonna basically pick up where he left off real quick, see if I can find anything of use.
Okay.
Because I remember he was looking for something useful.
Yep. Yeah, this place has been like burnt and destroyed. There's not a lot. I'll take an investigation roll.
That one is a +0 because I did intelligence.
Ooh,
19.
Beautiful. You needed 18 or higher, sir. Okay. In amongst the ash-covered rubble, you're really not too sure. This is like a building that you don't remember ever seeing before or being in before, or really know what the hell it is. But you eventually find what really kind of looks to be like a set of tinker's tools.
Ooh.
It's just a little pouch full of small little tools. They're not named, they're not branded, they're covered in dirt and ash, but it looks like they survived the fire.
I will take them to the group, see if they require any tinker's tools.
Cool.
The group that's repairing that one blimp.
Yeah, the airplane. Perfect. Anything else anyone wants to do before you exit the lovely hut? Perfect. All right. Well, once you guys are all rested and come out, where are you headed? Are you headed back to the air balloon, or are you going to explore a little bit more? You guys are here. The airship was here.
Mm-hmm.
I assume that's where you're going to go
Considering
To
one of
go
our friends has
find-
just gone through a place we thought was looted and found something of worth,
then.
might it be that Furby is suggesting that it might be worth at least having a once over other places, even if it is just kicking around there for 5 minutes, see if there's anything of worth.
Okay, so you want to spend a little bit more time here helping look.
We're already on this side of the water, so
Okay.
there is a circle not too far away. Just sort of a poke
Over
our
the
heads
bridge.
in what? Yeah, poke our heads in what that like.
Oh, okay, you want to head over there.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I will ask the doll what's over there.
The doll over there, she's gonna tell you. Oh, that's where His Royal Majesty King Gullop, the what number is he now? I think we're at 19. That's where he used to reside. And the bridge that you have to walk across is, and then she turns off. Gotta wind her back up.
Wind her back up.
That is the
What's on the
Stepstone
bridge?
Crossing, where all the people that Bavlorma killed, their heads are on pikes. They used to
I'll
be
just
prisoners.
look at the others and wind up the doll again.
That's all I know. Over there, anyway.
Well, this is bleak, and the fairy shall lead the way.
Okay, so you're gonna go across the bridge?
Yep.
Okay.
The fairy's going to look
Yeah.
very smug and try to keep herself at like eye level.
Okay. All right. So when you start crossing the bridge, okay, 1 second here. A row of boulders spaced 2 feet apart breach the surface to the lake to form a walking path across a 40-foot wide waterway.
Isn't that this one?
Nope, sorry. What am I? I'm reading the wrong one. Sorry. That is the Chattering Heads. Sorry. So it's a flat wooden plank bridge which spans the arm of the lake. It's lined on one side by rows of bullywug heads on wooden spikes. At the center of the bridge, you see, well, doesn't really look like a bullywug. Kind of like a different type of frog person with other people, and it seems to be talking to, well, a bunch of heads on pikes. The one that you see in the middle, he's got like a red face mask, and he kind of looks like he's dressed like Robin Hood. But he's not a bullywug. I will take history rolls if you can figure out what race he is. He does have a
Aha.
bullywug with him that is in like full, really, really nice plate armor.
I will ask the doll.
Oh,
Where is he?
Nice to see 3 of us Joe's intelligence.
yes. So between a couple of you that rolled pretty good, you would know that it is a grung.
What, sorry?
A grung. Another type of fish, frog folk.
It's a playable race.
Yeah. And he seems to be talking to, well, one weird looking head of a bullywug, and it looks like all the heads can move and talk.
How bad does it smell?
A bit the same as the bog that you're kind of in. It's kind of like a general damp, moldy smell everywhere. Maybe a hint of rotten flesh every now and then. As you get closer to this creature, he just kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh, Hello, people. I did not expect to see adventurers.
Nope.
What's an adventurer?
Oh,
My body's
well,
from here.
right. You
I
have
could
a
have sworn that was a mushroom. I'm so depressed.
right. Talking Maconid. Interesting. Okay, you guys are special looking. Sorry. I am Rand Desara. I am a grung fighter with the Witchlight Carnival. I'm a knife thrower by trade. This is my friend and, well, pilot, Sir Dumfrey Froggart. You're going to see the Bullywug Knight pretty much just give you guys good battle. And you see a whole bunch of like heads kind of look at you all. One of the heads itself is a Bullywug, but beside him on the path is a very, very tiny crocodile that's kind of like looking at the severed head and pouting. And I will show you what these guys look like. So these are two severed heads and a small crocodile. They are dressed to the nines, and one has a crown. And the little crocodile is just looking at the one with the crown and like pouting.
Your pet dog looks sad.
He is not a dog. Peasant.
What's a peasant?
You, by the look
Type
of
of
you,
type
I
of
can
bird,
tell
I think.
by the... That's a pheasant, you twit. Oh, like I've been telling everybody here, peasants are just useless. I am King
Just a head on a
Gullop
stick.
the 19th. Yes, that is my pet Snoodle. And all the other bullywugs just kind of laugh and just start calling this king names. The grung kind of looks at the king and goes, "Yeah, I told you before, nobody liked you here. Like you're
Well,
just all full of pomp and sass. Like I'm surprised you had your head for this long. Okay, I should just say Gullop because you're not no longer a king. Sad to say. Sorry, folks. You came at a fun time. I am here trying to find who stole my air balloon. You wouldn't happen to know about anything like that before, would you?
What's
No.
an ambulance?
He's just gonna like grab a sword and point. That one.
Which one is he
You have to
pointing at?
walk by it. The one that's broken and being repaired. There's technically from where you guys are. I'll take another quick perception roll because you're close enough to see it now.
The Biggie Stormcloud one?
Yeah. He's not pointing to that one. He's pointing to this one. But you do see the Stormcloud one. In the distance, you see another much bigger air balloon that is kind of inflated by some sort of electrical storm. This one's huge and nasty, and now that you take a look at it, you can tell it's created by a thunderstorm inside of it.
I want that one.
Does the stolen one does the stolen one look like it's still being repaired, or does it look like semi-functional at this point?
The one that is the rain cloud.
No, stolen.
Oh, the other one. The stolen one looks like they pretty much like spent most of the night. It's looking a lot more fixed than it was before. Yeah, they did a little bit of work. They still need to sleep, but yeah.
Are you sure that one? That one. I was gonna give it a look. It doesn't. No, I don't think that one. It looks a bit. I don't think it'd fly. And it doesn't make sense to steal something that won't fly. I was like look past like that one on the other hand, no point to the storm. Is that it?
That is not the one that I was talking about. No. Can I have a deception roll, please, sir?
Can I assist him?
If you would like. absolutely.
I would love to assist him.
One sec. Let me find the command. I found the command to do take the higher roll.
Okay, you're good. Okay. Well, young lady, I'm pretty sure it's mine. But I know for a fact you didn't steal it, because this head did. And he's going to point to one of the other bullywugs that's currently impaled on a pike. I told you we needed it. Yes, well, so did the twins. It was theirs. It was their prized possession. Ah, that is
Can't
okay.
we just share to get out of here? And you can have it
Oh,
back
are you-
afterwards?
Are you trying to leave hither?
We would love to. We need to get to
Ah.
Tither.
Yeah, at this point, you're going to hear the former king pipe up and go, I command you to take me. I
No,
need a new body.
you can go into the water. I don't like you.
No? Could you, no? You'd be able to tell, like, his crown kind of flops a little as he kind of, like, tries to look into the water. I beg of you, if you can't take me, at least take Snoodle. I don't trust him with anyone here.
What?
You want us to take something with sharp teeth?
Oh, he is adorable. Well, he's been more, what's the word I'm looking for? Pampered, as a crocodile should be.
So he's got
I-
tender meat, is what you're telling me.
He's used to the high life, like, well, I was. And at this point, you hear a bunch of the other heads just kind of laugh and go, yep, should have killed you when we had the chance.
What would we get out of this arrangement, other than the burden of feeding? And I'll point at the thing
can
which
take
will
care of
probably
himself.
eat me.
Well, he prefers, like, he's going to kind of look at everybody and goes, well, like fish and frogs, and, well, I only fed him the occasional, never mind. Anyway, I just hate to see him, go to waste. Yeah.
So, where are these twins that the balloon belongs to?
Well, the Witchlight Carnival has currently shut down for business and is heading to Tither, where we have heard that there's way out of this place. So I'm taking it to them to be packed up with the rest. For the just in case. It's more sentimental than anything, seeing as the Witchlight Carnival is closed for now. This was like one of the attractions that we made money off. And it was also a good way of keeping track of where people are. So if you guys would like to help, kind of looks like it's broken.
They're in the process
I'd be-
of fixing it.
I don't see why, as long as we all fit. A couple of you guys are pretty big, though.
I mean, it was getting modified to fit a lot of people.
Well, I will leave you
If-
to whatever you're doing, and I will see you there. I will talk to see who's getting it fixed. Because, well, the one who's already stole it is, well, dead. Oh, sorry, by the way. This is Sir Talavar, this is Wigglewog, and this is Morgott. They used to be part of the Witchlight Carnival before they went rogue and stole that balloon. Then you're just going to see the other three heads just kind of like, yeah, nod and put their heads down. While this is all happening, can I have a perception roll from all of you, please? Oh, not Kaelan. Hey, not Kaelan. Maybe it's because you're not Kaelan's head. You're looking at the crown maybe a little bit more, and you see something kind of like dangling off of one corner of it that kind of looks like it's been tucked up underneath and maybe trying to hide. Looks like some sort of really nice monocle.
I will extend a hand for the head. So you're coming.
Ah, oh good. He just like sits there and goes, as I should be.
And your crocodile.
I would be happy for you to take the crocodile too. Yes. Snoodle, go with them. And you just see the little baby crocodile look at the head, look at you, and look at the head, and just like immediately look at the big guys and kind of like sniff the two of you and go right up to Worm and kind of nuzzle right in. Smell a little better.
How pushable does the king's pole look?
Oh, quite easily. Yeah, you're in a swamp. These things are just like dangling in the wind across the bridge.
As
I'll
I'm
push
holding
his
him, I'll
over.
take whatever I saw out of the crown.
Okay.
Why don't we just take the crown too? It's not like he's using it. We can use it to trade.
What did I pull out of the crown?
It is
I'll just-
it is a moonlit monocle. It pretty much acts as a goggles of night when put on.
Monocle of night vision.
Yeah.
I'll hold them up and shrug because
That's
I
mine.
don't think I need them.
What are you
It
doing?
was.
We are
Like I
taking
said,
you.
peasants. Through this
At
you
least I
see
had fixes.
the grung fighters just kind of laughing and walking away and go, I'll catch up with you guys later. You guys are fun. Goodbye, former King Gullup.
Wait,
And Ram just
did
walks away.
you take his crown as well?
I didn't.
you?
Nope. I'm just holding up the goggles,
It's
holding up the
monocle, yeah.
crown,
Yeah.
having a crocodile snuggle between us.
Yep.
Do you reckon that if I flew, I could get on top of this king's head?
Yeah, it's not too far up. That'd be probably your highest reach right now. I'd take an acrobatics roll though first.
Yay!
You're still getting the hang of it. Oh yeah, perfect. You guys see your fairy friend fly for the first time.
Oh, that's new.
The fairy looks very smug. They're just gonna
Okay.
perch themselves on top of the king's head, take the crown, and just sort of pop it on themselves, or like hold it above themselves. The king is dead. Long live the king!
Queen?
And just try and fly back.
Long live the queen, you mean?
Is it king?
Well, you're a female, so you'd be queen. If you're putting it on.
Yes. Completely. The king is
As soon
dead.
as
Long
they
live the
fly
queen.
over, as soon as they fly over, I'm pushing the king over.
You just hear, no, you useless peasant. And
You're a peasant
a lot
now.
of things start to eat him.
Could have at least fed him to the crocodile.
I don't think
know
it
if he
would have
or
touched
not.
that.
We might have to do an animal handling check on that one. But yeah, it looks like Worm. I rolled to see who the crocodile would take to, and it took to you, sir. So if you would like a pet crocodile, you have a pet crocodile named where to put it? Snoodle.
I will try add one in.
Okay. It's about this time where it's like the sun's finally coming in, and you look at Worm for the first time, maybe in the sunlight, With your perception rolls that you just did, most of them will finally figure out something's going on with him. He's got a lot more moss on him than he did before. Small flowers all over his body. And he's got some sort of starry pattern on his chest. And you
You're
also
blooming.
see 4 worms that are glowing in the moss.
Interesting.
I will take Arcana rolls from everyone's leads.
Including myself.
Yep. Ooh. Ooh, you guys are doing good now. There's an at 20 from not Kaelan. For some reason, most of you know, except for the fairy, who's the fairy queen right now, just flying around with a crown on her head. The rest of you kind of look and go, there's something magical about the 4 of them. Maybe if you eat one, something good will happen. But the net 20, the net 20, not Kaelan, you would recognize some sort of healing capability, maybe? If you do eat one, they
Yes, I'll
act
eat
as a healing potion. 2d4 plus 2.
Well, I wasted one then.
That's fine. So, Worm, every morning you wake up now, roll a d4, and that's how many free healing worms you have.
And if I don't use them from the day before, do they add up?
No. They last
So I
24
can't
hours.
make, I can't make a
You can't
breeding
keep,
circle.
no, you can't just start charging for healing worms every day, putting it in a jar. They like regenerate and regrow every day on you if they're not consumed.
But what do they
So, yeah.
taste like?
They taste whatever you think they taste like. That's what they taste like.
Probably
If you
chicken.
want them to, if you want them to taste like tuna, then they taste like tuna, or they have no taste. They could taste like Jello. It's up to you.
It's obviously chicken.
Yeah, or just chicken.
I was gonna say
'Cause
gummy
everything-
worms.
Or gummy worms. Yeah. So, as you guys go, are you going across the bridge back to where you've seen before, where you were told His Royal Majesty Gullop lived, or what would you like to do after you talk to a bunch of dead people?
The fairy no longer cares. She's very happy with her new hat.
It weighs
I love
about
how
as
you call
much
it
as
that.
you.
You know, this would. So, like, sort of holding it upside down. This could be a good cape.
Sorry, I heard somebody else talk. I didn't hear you. Okay. So were you going across, or were you going to go back to the blue? Don't all talk at once.
I assumed we were heading back, so I had started to head that way, but then the
Okay.
head got thrown into the water, so
Okay, I will assume you're going to go back towards the balloon then and follow Rand, the Grung warrior, well, fighter. Belvedere, at least, I think, knows that character. Yes, no?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Sure.
It's a character from one of his games who actually has the Witch Lake Carnival as his background, so I decided to throw him in here. Okay. So once you guys are all back towards the broken balloon, I'll move character back over here. I will take perception rolls from everybody, please. Hmm. Your fairy queen loves her crown and is just more enjoying flying around with her new crown, apparently, still. Quickfoot, you're really the only one who, when you finally get back over there, realize there's a voice in the air that you haven't heard in 24 hours. You hear Amador talking to Ran and Clapperclaw as you get closer.
What is it that they're saying?
Pretty much a introduction, and Amador and Clapperclaw are like arm in arm, giving each other a hug. Amador then like picks up the gourd that's on top of Clapperclaw's head and starts like running around, making him chase him to get his head back. Ryan, on the other hand, is talking to the bullywugs and looking and kind of like pointing at the air balloon, doing a bit of yelling and telling them to hurry up and fix it.
Sounds like they got everything under control.
At some point, you will see Amador like look at you guys, and can everyone roll me just a straight dexterity check, please? Okay, there's the fun rolls again.
Haha!
Nice. Okay, well, apparently that makes sense. You don't really have many arms right now, for my Conan friend. Not Kaelan and Shaggy. You both see him grab the gourd and throw it towards you guys. And you think you have it, Shaggy, and then just a random glowing head appears in front of you, and not Kaelan catches the gourd head of Clapperclaw.
Huh.
If I bat it with my bone mace instead.
If you want to, absolutely. Okay, I'll take an attack roll then, please, sir.
Uh-oh.
Hey, batter, swing.
Okay.
Well,
Tell me how you destroy his head, sir.
Just out of instinct, swing the giant club, and I guess if it doesn't get knocked away, then it just splatters into a whole bunch of juice with a crunch.
That's
You
a little
see
rude.
10 gold appear out of the middle of this thing and just like fall to the ground, and a few of them just like get scattered off in them, like in some in the pond, some here and there, but yeah, just 10 pieces of gold explode from the center of it also. And you
How many
just
spell
hear
scrolls?
Amador go, "No!" And then look at Clapperclaw and go, "Well, at least he's gonna be quiet. We're gonna have to find him another head."
I'll
Kind of like
pick up a
scratches
few
himself.
gold.
He walks over and gives him a pat, and just like, now he can't communicate with us. Well, we'll find him something.
I
Hey,
have that skull still.
if you want to give him the skull, yeah.
I'll give him the skull.
Okay. All right. You hand the skull over to Amador, and he just kind of looks at it, looks at Clapperclaw, and go, "It's a little big, but," kind of like jimmies it on. You see him like hammer it down with one little leaf, and eventually you see Clapperclaw come back, and like the eyes glow in the skull, and he just goes, "Oh, a jawbone! Oh, it has been so long, and teeth!
And it's
Wow,
painted.
I didn't know we were getting an upgrade. It's not mine, but."
Stick 2 of the dropped coins into his eye sockets like a piggy bank.
Yeah.
You
Well,
drop these.
well. I didn't think this was going to happen today. This one fits better than my old one. I missed the horns though, but yeah, I can work with this. Bye, guys.
Horns.
I see you found Amador. Amador's just going to look at everybody and go,
Be
You
It's
can
a
see.
sprite skull.
Yeah. Interesting.
So I don't know if it's any bigger or smaller than him.
Definitely bigger. Like I think the skull is almost like he himself was smaller than Amador. Like he's smaller than your fairy. Like he's just like over 2 feet tall.
Now
So
he's a
it's like,
bobblehead.
yeah, now he's a bobblehead.
Can I roll to see if I know he was an imp?
All I'm
You
imagining
can
now is
roll.
the
He
Richard
wasn't an imp,
Nixon
but yeah,
bobblehead Schedule 1.
he is technically a scarecrow. He's technically a construct.
I don't know. I
Always?
expected the skull to, glow more.
Oh,
I mean, it looks festive. It's
It
painted.
was. I mean, it was in the name, right?
Well, it was.
It's bright. So why isn't any eyes?
oh, that's probably just me. The magic that was created me kind of like gives me the ability to like encompass everything that I'm currently in. I don't really know how it works. I'm just glad I can see again. Strange color though. Never had golden eyes before. They're usually on fire like his. Anyway, enough about me. I need some help. He's going to point over to Ran and go. Well, apparently they know where this is from, and he kind of wants it back. But he said we can come. We're short
that was
on
my idea.
fuel. Good. We're short on fuel. So I need you to
I
well,
point at Doc. Fuel.
different kind of fuel. We need some swamp gas. That's what we're going to fill this thing with. And there's really only one place now that the balloon making shop kind of is destroyed. Our competition over on the other end, they're the only ones I think that actually has some right now. I was hoping you could go get some.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Also, I found these in the building we were in, and I hand him the tinker tools.
Oh,
Those might help.
Yeah, just toss them to the two idiots fixing it, and the two idiots are just going to stand up and go, "Hey,
I'll toss them
tools.
as soon as they look
Hey,
over.
Yeah, we'll work with that. That'll speed things up by half a day. Swamp gas, hurry!" Yeah, and they're just going to go back. You'd be able to tell the tent has been like sewn on, and they've painted like a big smile on it. It looks like this thing's going to be quite big and interesting. They're in the middle of lashing the two boats on currently.
How do we collect swamp gas?
Oh, they already have it. It'll be in like big bladders. We just need a couple of them to install. They're magical bladders. It's just they're the competition, and they're interesting.
Aren't they
folk,
also
I should say.
Witchlight
they're not-
people?
No, they were friends of Bavlorna. They kind of worked for her, and I think one of them worked for Endolin. Yeah, they're a pain in the butt to work with. The shop's called Trinket, Bauble, and Charm. Trinket and Bauble are the only ones left. We heard during the night that Charm, well, he's the one. He kind of crowned himself king, and he's the one who's fixing up Bavlorna's stupid camera.
I'm sorry.
I moved everything around today.
That would have been a lot more fun.
I know. I shook my computer desk and the camera went with it. There we
It
go.
said sleep time.
It did. It's like,
That's what you
hey,
get for playing drums.
right? So,
We're playing
yeah,
Magic?
that's just habit, so
Okay.
I don't bite my fingers. But yeah, Trinket, Bauble, and Charm. Hopefully, Charm's not there because he's a dick. I think he's the one who actually killed the king, the previous king, and crowned himself king. But they're not. They're not bullywugs. What are they? He's just going to look at the two idiots and go, what were they again? And the two idiots that are just going to look and go, who? Oh, they're I think they're called Darklings. I think that's what they are. Small little fey creatures. Just evil little bastards. But, well, they do good work. They do offer trade. I don't really know what you guys have. That'll be up to you. We don't really have anything we can trade them. See what you can do. We'll consider it your pay for coming across if you can get us the swamp gas.
Didn't you say that
You
about
said
all
you
the other
needed
stuff we
2
brought?
bladders?
Was that yesterday? Well, shit. Forgot about that part. Anyway, if you could get some, that'd be great. Find out what they
You
need.
needed what? At least 2 bladders?
2 would be great, yeah. 3 would be better, but I don't think they'd part with 3. Not that there's actually runs on it. They just sell it and collect it because they're the only ones, who can collect it around here without Bavlorna.
I will start walking that way. If everyone else
It'll
follows.
be fine.
What's the worst that could happen?
Which
Carl
way
may
are you
have
guys
crowned himself king, but they who wears the crown.
Maybe he made his own crown. Hard to tell. But you do remember someone saying that there's someone who crowned himself. King has been fixing up Bavlorna's old cottage in the middle of the lake. Now you know their name. Charm.
So I guess we're going
So you're going to go back up the way you were?
this way?
Okay. All right.
Easiest
So
way to go.
Yeah.
I assume
when you
that it's
guys...
this thing.
Sorry. For what?
Oh, for
That
where
one-
It's supposed to be going.
yeah.
We'd be going up and
Oh,
then
sorry.
across
Where you're
the-
going is the actual balloon. The big thing right here.
Okay.
The other one. Yeah. Their shop is the actual balloon.
Got it.
The big storm cloud. Okay. So as you guys go through up again, and finally go over the chattering head bridge, the couple of the heads kind of look at you guys and go, "Oh, hello again. Hopefully you guys got something settled. Yes. Sorry to cause a fuss. I guess we really don't need that balloon anymore. But yep. Good luck. We'll just sit here blowing in the wind. At least you got rid of the pompous ass. Thank you."
I figured it'd make it a little easier on you guys.
All through this worm, your crocodile is like walking right beside you like a well-trained dog. But it is whimpering a little because maybe it's hungry. And it is in like a tutu and frills.
I am
Poor
taking
thing.
the tutu and frills off. It is just a normal crocodile.
You'd be able to tell it likes its clothes, sir. And if you try to take them off, you might get bit.
I'll train him out of it. It'll take time.
You might have to. Yep. All right. So as you go across, so where His Royal Majesty Gulp the 19th was, it's a grand marble gazebo standing atop a mound of soggy earth, white stone streaked green with algae. It has support pillars that have sunk into the muck unevenly so that the doomed canopy now sits askew. It looks like whoever killed him also destroyed this place and set it on fire. There is nothing left of His Royal Majesty Gulp the 19th's home. It doesn't look lavish. It looks like he lived in squalor except for his clothing and his crown. But there is a little area that says Snoodle's Playpen.
Is there any so-called toys in there, or is it just dead bones and bits and pieces that he's been chomping on?
Pretty much that, yeah. I will take a quick perception roll from everybody, please, as you walk by. You really like that crown. And you're flying. You're not paying attention to anything. Wow, a 1, a 2, a 3.
So
Actually,
I
your 1
double
turned
click.
into a 0.
Ah!
Now there's the nat 20. Beautiful.
That's
That
a
was
Net 20
something.
minus 1.
Yeah. So a 0, a 2, a 3, and a nat 20 turned into a 19. Perfect. Well, on the side of Snoodle's, like, he has like his own little house. You see something. Does anyone read Sylvan? Did anyone choose Sylvan as your language?
I don't think I got it.
You say Southern?
Sylvan.
Sylvan.
No, I don't. I don't have Southern either, but
Well, if no one read Sylvan, took Sylvan, then you don't understand what is scribbled on the side of his hut.
I am going to take the little writing that says it's his playpen.
Okay, good with
I
that.
will ask the doll.
Ooh,
I keep forgetting you have
hey,
the
one
doll
sec
again.
to bring up Pincushion.
What is that?
Give me one sec. See what
No worries.
languages she has. She only knows common, sir. I don't know.
Who wrote it?
Looks like Sylvan. I've never seen that before. I am sorry.
I'm going to lie and just say
Interesting,
it
though.
says enter here.
Oh, it says enter here.
Enter.
Yep.
So we don't know
Hey.
any better.
No.
Not like we care anyway.
Nope. Alright, as you guys go across from there over to the next area, did you want to hit the 3 huts at the bottom or straight across?
Let's go
Here.
straight to
So
it,
say
I
you're
think.
about here.
Unless
Okay.
everyone
Well,
wants
somebody said
to
check
hit them.
everything.
Oh, yeah, we could do that on our
Okay.
way out, though.
We heard they like
good.
to trade. There might be something worth trading in there.
We did get those things that are worth was it 100 gold each, 1,000 gold each?
Star sapphires, yeah.
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 It's pretty. Don't want to give that away.
Shiny.
I mean, you could give the crown away.
Mm-hmm.
No, let's be reasonable here.
Not like you're gonna
Perfect.
stay here.
Unless
you do.
quick in and out.
Alright. So we'll hit this place up first then, because that'd be your first along the way. So you find yourself. It's a ramshackle hall. It's built around a big tree. 2 of the tree's limbs reach out through the walls like enormous welcoming arms. The interior of the hall is roomy with an open floor plan that allows occupants of the upper story to look out over the lower one. You see bullywug courtiers crowd into the space, filling it with weird croaks. Their clothing is faded and stained with mud. It does have 2 levels, the upper level and a lower level, and you see a clothesline attached to the southeast corner of the building. Looks like some female bullywug is doing laundry. It looks like it's pretty much maybe the king's palace servants. I will take perception rolls. Unless you go in, then I'll take investigation rolls.
3.
Net 20. All right. Well,
Yay.
Quickfoot, for some reason, maybe being rooted to the earth like you currently are, you'd be able to tell that this place is slowly sinking into the bog more and more each day. Looks like it hasn't been taken care of recently, and the moorings that normally would help this tree stand up are now like being rotten and slowly falling apart, and it's even kind of like on a slant. Um, there's only maybe about 4 or 5 bullywugs that are currently left in there, and they're all female. Looks more like a place of maybe he came here for food. Kind of hard to tell. Maybe they're his concubines. It's kind of hard to tell unless you actually go in.
Guess we're gonna enter.
Okay. As you guys enter and take a look around, the 3 female bullywugs look at you, scream, and run away immediately.
Is
They
that 'cause they
drop
left the
what they're
crown?
doing. They see the crown, and they don't know why a female fairy has it, and they are just running away screaming.
You are their demise.
Since everyone else we've seen is wearing pants, I will put on a pair of pants.
Absolutely. They're more for bullywugs, so they'd be a little bit slimy, but they're functional.
Well, they just got washed.
Oh, from there, yeah, they'd be. You'd be able to find a clean pair then. Yeah, that's fine. They don't fit perfectly, but they're close.
The fairy's going to look a bit not Kaelan. Like, I think the helmet's a bit intimidating.
Just shrug and leave it on.
Are you going to take an actual look around? If so, I'll take investigation rolls.
Yeah, mine was a 3.
Okay. You found pants, sir. Be thankful you found pants.
Pretty much.
14.
Took you 10 minutes to find pants. What's with the nat 20s here, Frost? Your myconid senses just finally kicking in or something?
Maybe he was
I don't
made
know.
to play.
That's a 1 in 400 chance to get double nat 20s.
I just noticed that my next session that I have next week is gonna just fail.
Which currently where you are in Humblewood is not a good thing. All right. Well,
Maybe it'll
nat
carry
20.
over.
Beautiful. For some reason, maybe this place sings to you. It's moldy. It's a lot of weird things are in here. Maybe you just kind of like feel at home in here. But you eventually sit down in a chair or take a look underneath something, and you find what looks to be a very, very nice cloak. It's
I
green.
heard the word very, very nice, and then you went silent.
Oh, sorry. It is a very, very nice cloak. It's green. It's got like gold filigree on it. It looks like maybe one of the king's royal garbs.
Was. Now he's fish food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on and just like good I could hide the mushroom head. I feel so
Sure.
sad.
I love it. Eventually, you're not too sure what this does right away, but you get the feeling that this is a nice cloak. This is a really nice cloak. You can add a cloak of invisibility to your list, sir.
Nice.
Nat 20 demands a legendary item. Once you're tuned to it, which will take an hour, Right up in it. No problem.
Told you, worth the detour.
Worth the detour. Cloak has 3 charges. It regains 1d3 charges daily. While wearing the cloak, you can take a magic action to pull its hood over your head and expand the charge to give yourself the invisible condition for an hour. The effect ends early if you pull down the hood or cease wearing the hood. Double nat 20s demand a legendary item. Enjoy that one.
Kept for a whole 2 sessions. Woo!
That's okay though. All right. Yeah, you guys take stock of the place. If you want other clothing, by all means, you can spend 5-10 minutes in here. The only other things you're going to find, like sewing kits, this is just like a normal house. So if you want to take anything else out of here, by all means, add shit to your inventory. Whatever you can think of that would be in a bullywug house, add it to your inventory.
All right, so our party name now is called the Draugr since we're raiding like Vikings and we are undead.
So if you need a backpack, there'd be a backpack here.
Take some kid's school bag.
Yeah. I don't know if there'd be a school issued around here. It's more survival by instinct. Alright. So as you guys move on from there, you come across this next little spot here. This area, rising from the soggy earth, is a sturdy wooden hut with an open doorway on one side of it. At the back of the hut are 2 holding cells. This is a small little jail cell. It's a round
Anyone
hut,
in 'em?
about 12 feet in diameter. Currently, no. They have already been executed and their heads are on pikes. It is empty. There's no one in here. Everything's locked. That's about it, though.
All right, I guess we go get some bladders of gas.
Okay. As you all head towards the massive storm balloon, you'd be able to tell the closer you get, it's starting to rain. There's thunder and lightning in the sky. And just within that whole, 20, 30 yards, the atmosphere here changes. And you come across Trinket, Bauble, and Charm. A big black balloon floats over the lake, tugging at its moorings. Beneath it hangs a basket made out of black wicker and wood, which serves as the merchant's stall. A large pane of gray glass is drawn closed across an opening above the counter. A sign mounted above the window reads, "Wondrous Wares and Fair Wares." The balloon is not made out of fabric, but seems to be a rolling dark rain cloud that has been contained somehow within lines and netting. You see the 2 darklings, and I'll show you what the darklings look like. They look like these guys. 2 of them stand beside each other, and they're having a lovely argument. One of them has drawn a knife on the other one. And they're just looking at each other going back. One is male, one is female. And they're both screaming at each other. Now that Charm is king, who's in charge of this place? Is it you? Is it me? Is it me? Which one of us is in charge? They're just going back and forth. They're ignoring you completely. Like, I'm in charge. No, I'm in charge. I'm in charge. What would you like to do?
Hello.
Whisper
Who are you?
to the group. Whoever's in
Someone-
charge. Whoever's in. Who sells us the gas load fighters in charge.
As soon as you say hello, you have a dagger thrown at you, but thankfully I rolled a 2. Sorry, customers. Hi. Are you still wearing the crown by chance, Wade? Or no?
Oh, definitely.
Okay. Here's the crown. She has the crown. Why do you have the crown on? Why?
Oh, he wasn't music.
Wait. Well, no, we were mocking him with it. There was a new crown made. That's the old crown. We wanted him to, pretend that, he was still useful and, liked. But no longer, he did. Why'd you take his crown? It was more for mocking fun.
It looked nice. Plus, he's currently unresponsive at the bottom of the swamp.
Oh, well, it's bound to happen. We were hoping it was going to last at least a couple more weeks. We usually just go out and pour sewage on top of him before we go to bed for a good laugh.
I take the crown off.
Anyway, don't let King Charm see with that on. He'd probably kill you outright.
It's fine. I won't turn it into a cape.
Oh, well, yeah. I don't. Might be hard with the wings, but hi. Sorry. I am. Wait, we didn't. Who's in charge? Well, we're both in charge. I'm Trinket. He's Bobble. What do you want?
We need some swamp gas.
Why do you want swamp gas?
You don't want to be here anymore?
They're both going to look at each other and go, yeah, nobody wants to be here right now, but we kind of have to because it's our job. Swamp gas, eh? Well, one's going to poke the other and go, we were told to keep it. We're not selling it. The other one goes, yes, but they look like they have stuff.
We got stuff.
We need stuff. What do you have?
Stuff.
What do you need?
Well, normally, come closer. I want to take a look at all of you. I want to see if you have anything I want.
I immediately get out the little things of honey that I have.
No, we don't need food. We don't really need. What all do you have? She's gonna brush a whole bunch of stuff off the table and go, put it all on. Let's see. Swamp gas is hard to get, so it's really, really rare, and we're the only ones who know how to do it. So it's got to be something extremely valuable.
Can I insight check that?
Yeah, please.
Him claiming that's really hard to get.
Yep. Yeah, anyone can.
Oh, it's really hard to get.
You've been rolling great lately, so with a 3, that's special, and a 4. Does anyone else want to insight check these two weird creatures?
12.
Who are one of the first humanoid-ish, more goblin-ish that you've seen? Wow. Yeah, they seem to be on the up and up. What did you roll? Sorry, for Kaelan?
It was a 12.
No, they seem to be on the up and up for all of you. Yeah. Monsters and stuff.
We will give you more than it's worth for all of your swamp gas, enough that you can leave here and set up shop somewhere.
We can leave here any day. No, we like it here. Our former boss and now king is here, and we're gonna how did he put it? Trinket, how did he put it? Claim this place in lieu of Bavalorma, our old boss. Yeah, servant? No.
Oh, I don't think that they have heard that Charm has raised an army and is coming to steal their shop.
What? He wouldn't do that. Would
he
do that? It's he would do that, wouldn't he? Yeah, he would do that. But what kind of army? We don't have an army. Everyone's dead. Can I have a deception roll, please, sir?
See all of those giant swarming bugs and things before?
What? How did you do that? That was him? Uh-oh.
19 for deception.
Well, that's pretty good. Okay. He told us one day he'd come kill us. You know that, right? Well,
Maybe today's the day.
this isn't
Oh.
good. Where are we gonna go?
I immediately put down 2 gold of the 8 gold that we got from the pumpkin head because I don't think anybody picked any of the gold up.
We don't
I
need
gave
gold.
him 2 back.
Gold's useless here. We need something more tangible.
How much
we
swamp
appreciate
gas
the
do you have?
information. The information will give you 1 free bladder, but I need something. If we're leaving, I'm gonna need something. I'm gonna
I
need
will
something
put
from
down
one of you.
my sapphire.
Now, like I said, I don't need money. We don't need money and shiny stuff. We need something.
Oh, that's
from
not money.
you.
That's a gift for
Yeah,
friends.
it's a gift.
Oh. Oh, crap. They know the rules. Well, that'll give you the other bladder with that as a gift. But
I
to
will
not
take off
tell
the
anyone
helm.
about it.
That's the
to not-
helm.
Oh, that's shiny too. Do we want the helm? We don't need the helm. No. You do have some. Your eyes are pretty. Can you come closer?
As
Without
they
the
say
helmet,
that to who exactly?
To Kaelan, now that he took his helm off.
I will
You're
lean
much
closer.
prettier. They're going to look at each other and go, yeah. Yeah, no, that would work. That would cover the third one. Can we have your eyes? Just the color. We don't need the eyes themselves. We want the hue out of them. We could use that.
They're not mine.
Oh, good then. We can have them? If they're not yours, you wouldn't mind not having the. We just want the color.
You can have one. One
I'm gonna
eye
give him a
color
magic
for one
word
sack.
bag.
Deal. They both immediately shake hands. 2 of them cut their hands and hand them out.
So we
And they
got
hand you a
3
dagger. 3 blood. Yeah.
Just gonna lean in and go. Who's Hugh? What are they doing in his eyes?
Oh, he's gonna produce a small art marble and hold it up to your eyeball, Belv, to Kaelan, and you guys are all gonna see the color drain out of one of his eyes and go into the marble. There,
Does it turn milky white like he's grown a cataract?
it does go milky white.
Can I still see
She'll
out of it?
be mine. You can still see out of it. You're just the color is completely gone out of it.
I don't see that anyway.
Nope.
I-
Huzzah!
Is it done?
Deal. Sorry, I didn't miss you. I didn't hear you.
I said I just said to them, I don't feel anything. Is it done?
It's done. Yes, we can use that color to use for other things.
And I put back on the helmet, and they're glowing red eyes, and nobody sees them.
Hooray!
Do you have any other cool things besides the gas bladders
Oh,
that I
not
can
right now.
trade
No, we're
for
pretty
a?
much.
No.
Oh, well, maybe.
I got a
He's
tiny
gonna
clockwork
start.
dragonfly.
Oh, he's gonna go under, and you're gonna see him do a whole bunch of stuff, and he's gonna come out with a big jug, and he goes, "Beer."
I'll
I
take
got a
it.
magic word.
Oh,
Okay. Beautiful.
who do this?
You get a mug of Brumble beer. It has a nice
Rumble
sting
beer.
to it. Brumble beer. We lost Belv, but he will be back.
Ah,
He usually is. He lost his eye and he just dipped out.
rumble beer.
Yeah, he's gonna put a couple things. He's got a very good thimble. He's got some sort of pie with a few bite marks out of it already. A bunch of ink and blank canvases, and that's really it at this place.
I think that's all we need. Thank you for business.
Welcome. That was, and they're just gonna like look and go, thank you,
Keep an
goodbye,
eye
and
out
they're like
for that
closing
army.
shop. They are literally closing shop as soon as you guys are done. But they hand
I'll
you like the
tell them keep an eye out for that army.
the 3 gas bladders, the swamp gas bladders that they hand you. Think whoopee
Mhm.
cushion. You're getting 3 of them, but they are about 4 times the size of a whoopee cushion. They're like the size of like Belvedere almost, pretty much per.
They're pretty much a whoopee pillow.
Yeah.
Oh
of swamp
god, I
gas.
remember those things.
Yep. Yep. And if you squeeze them, it's gonna stink, sir. But you'd be able to tell like there's runes on them. It looks like they're enchanted to just keep pumping. To inflate the balloon. But you get 3 of them.
I guess we head back.
Okay, perfect. Considering Belv, maybe his internet died or whatever, I think it's a great place for a break. So
Okay.
let's come back in 10 to 15 minutes and we'll go from there.
Good.
Okay. I think we have everybody. So stamp. Yeah. There. So you all have 3 giant swamp gas bladders, about the size of not Kaelan's head. 2 of you would be able to carry it pretty good because you're big. They are kind of like they'd have like a cart for you guys to put them all in. Is there anything you guys want to do, or are you going to take them right back to the balloon?
Take him right back is what I'm suggesting. Unless everyone else
Okay.
has something else to do.
No, let's clown around. That way one blows up.
With your group, it's highly possible.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're not that unlucky. Looks at all the nat ones that were rolled
Yeah.
a couple sessions ago.
You've got a lot of nat 20s today. There.
I've only rolled one.
Literally, by the time you guys have the bladders and are off the little ramp to the storm cloud, all the lines are cast off, and this thing rises to the sky and heads towards Tither.
I'll be waving at it. Bye.
Mm-hmm. Like immediately, like up and gone, and you hear like from this place in the center, you see a head poke out and go, "Where the hell are you guys going?" And he
Maybe we should have just
see
went
like
with it.
you see a bunch of magic just being tossed towards this thundercloud as it goes away quite quickly, and you see the new king pop out, and basically you see him emerge on top of a massive giant dragonfly and starts chasing it.
This place no longer has a king.
Over
You are
there,
now the
quick.
queen.
Charm looks like it'll be in roll 20 here, 1 second. King Charm is a different type of darkling, one much older and much more sinister.
Interesting.
Looks like a witch.
Kind of looks like a witch. Yeah. King Charm.
Like I see cleavage, that's a witch.
King Charm, yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's an actual picture of something else. I'm using that picture. We'll say Queen Charm, doesn't matter. Has like an aura of black around them. And they're tossing really, really dark magic that the storm cloud, it looks like, is just ignoring and maybe absorbing a little. But the trail behind King Charm, it almost as if as soon as it leaves, all the shadows in the area go with him. And as soon as he leaves, this place gets brighter and brighter, and all the fog and smog goes away.
Did we just help this place by accident?
A little bit, yeah. He has the power of pretty much Bavlorna now. and you just sent them away.
So what I'm hearing is we demolished the center hut before we leave.
Just thinking the irony of. Yeah, so all the dragonflies their army did kill you.
I know, and now
And
they're chasing them. Uh-huh.
maybe
They
we
might have hit
didn't
the nail.
lie.
Not much, no. No, he had a secret army of bullywugs in there under his command that are pretty much thralls. And as he leaves, you see like at least 5 or 6 of them also on giant dragonflies take to the sky and follow him. That's what I had planned.
You know, it's the
You
commanders.
guys went there. Sorry, say that again.
Maybe we should hurry.
The commanders, run!
So, as you see all this happen, and they leave, and like the whole area starts to get almost like a giant sigh as the king currently leaves for now. Whether or not he'll be back by the time you guys leave, it's hard to tell. But for now, this place looks happy again for the first time in a while. So, after you guys drop off the smoke gas bladders, you see the 2 idiots, like basically look at them and go, 3? We only made room for 2. We'll figure it out. Thank you.
Hang it off the side.
Well, we'll save one for just in case one fails. We'll tape it to the side and we'll have it as a fail-safe.
There we go.
Yeah. Because
You guys are idiots because you thought of that.
Right. This isn't our first one that we've built before. And he's just going to kind of like look off to the one that's leaving and go, we're used to the magical ones, not the mechanical ones. So it's a work in progress. And you see them just
Do
go
you
back.
need assistance?
No! Both of them
Okay.
just look at you and go, no!
I mean, I could just hold a candlelight nearby as you do
No!
things.
The cauldron alone's going to be iffy. Swamp gas explodes. You do know that.
I didn't think we were using swamp gas at first.
Well, now you know.
It cost this guy an eye, so you should get it done like a half day sooner.
Working on it. And you're just going to see them just like look around and go, function, not form. Yeah, function. Doesn't need to be that safe. All right. Where are I going for? And Amador just kind of looks at you guys, and Rand just kind of looks at you guys and goes, right. Well, that went quicker than I thought it was going to.
And we got the king out.
Right. And one of you has pants now, and one of you has, well, a crown. What are you doing with the crown? It looks good on you. I'm not saying anything, but just...
It looked good.
And there when we got the crown.
I preferred it as a
Yarn
skirt.
Spinner didn't see the crown. Rand's just looking at it and go, yeah, he deserved it. He was an ass. But the current king's gone. Is that why the darkness went away?
Yes.
And it actually starts to smell a little better. You guys are handy to have around. It's a good thing I'm letting you, come for a ride, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Since we're not going to need the living coals, I guess we could throw them at the hut as we leave.
Oh, no, the 2 idiots are going to stand up and go, they're great conversationalists.
Okay. If you find any you don't like, we'll toss them.
Okay. Well, Amador's just looking at you guys and go, right, well, I'm glad you guys are safe. Sorry I wasn't here before. Right when I came through the portal, some stupid bird picked me up and kind of carried me away. Meanwhile, I'll find my way back. I had to fight a lot of weeds to get through. But I'm glad I found you, and I'm glad you're all safe. Stupid bird.
Birds are dumb.
This one was. Thought it was a worm. Stupid.
I mean,
Do I look like a worm? Do I look like worm? That was a
Worm
joke,
adjacent.
Worm. I'm sorry. You look great. You got some glowing worms on you, though. What are those?
Want one?
Um,
You can eat them.
I usually
You
just dirt and water is really all I need.
They do good for the health.
Make
Let
it
go.
extra yellow.
Oh, yeah,
Make it
sure.
look more appealing to your lover.
Ooh,
Give him a
yeah,
boil.
don't. I miss her. I don't know where she is, but yeah, he'll take one
Yeah.
and just eat it. And oh, yeah, that feels better. You'd note a few cuts and scrapes that he had just kind of magically heal back up. I go, that's different. Actually, no, that tastes like nice spring water. That's neat. They just grow on you? Is that new? Weird.
Don't know. This is the second time I've woken up, and the first time I've woken up with them.
Ah, well, you're not dead. Fully. Work in progress. It's been a strange day, guys. I'm glad you're here.
He's
well,
blooming, is what I've been saying.
Yes, I understand that one. Right. This is making me pollinate a little. Anyway. I don't want to make
keep it
you guys
yourself.
sneeze for a bit. Yeah. Well, that's why I need my girlfriend. She kind of helps get rid of it. Hope you don't have hay fever. Anyway.
What's that?
Oh, if you start sneezing, you might be allergic to me.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. That happens in a few people.
Do we got to start doing rolls?
No, you don't need to. Unless you really, really, really want to. You're technically a myconid made up of spores. If anything, you're worse
funny.
than he is. Yeah. Okay. So what would you guys like to do? They're gonna still be at least a half a day to repair this. You're still like by now with walking, talking, and all that. It's about 9 a.m. They're gonna tell you it's gonna be ready for maybe 3, 4 o'clock. Getting near dark.
Were there any like unburnt torches in the factory looking area?
No, that place got pretty burnt.
Anything that could
Yeah.
be used as a torch as we fly
Oh, yeah,
by
there's
and I could toss in?
Oh, I understand what you're talking about now. Yeah, there's definitely pieces of wood that are still usable to light on fire.
I will go acquire some.
Okay.
Maybe some fabric that wasn't usable I'm going to wrap on the ends.
Okay, you're gonna make yourself some easy torches or some Molotov cocktails. Okay,
Yes.
absolutely. Understood. You got enough beer to be able to do a couple of that, whether or not you want to drink it and pass it around. You will be able to tell as soon as you start drinking the beer, it is a unending jug of beer.
Ooh.
Unlimited supply of beer.
You're telling the German this. The German's happy.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially a
So-
flask of endless booze.
Yep, but it's a jug. A mug of Bumble beer. So it's just an
Yeah.
ever-filling mug of Bumble beer. It's kind of like
Does
mead,
it have like a
but
cooldown?
more. No, just keep chugging, sir. The cooldown is when you pass out.
Fair enough.
Doctor Strange's Blast with Thor.
Yeah,
It does
pretty
bring
much.
up the question, if he spills it, does it keep spilling?
Yeah, you can just tip it over and it's just going to keep going. It's like the decanter of endless water. It's just beer.
Cantless of endless beer. I love it.
Yep.
There's a place to swamp for beer.
It might take a
That-
millennia, but it'll work.
If you want to bathe in it, you can just need to find a tub.
We have a cauldron.
You do have a cauldron.
And maybe it'll help heal up the rest of the holes in the ferry.
You never know.
I hear
It's
beer
not
bads are
magical
very
healing
popular
beer,
over
It's fine. We'll pop a few worms in it.
Yeah.
there.
To be fair, beer does have a lot of nutrients in it.
Exactly.
does. You're
With the
technically
Myconid
the only
love
one
some.
who needs to drink. Yeah. It's clean and healthy compared to everything else in here.
The
I
Myconid
don't know
now
what it
has
would look like
explosive
with a Myconid
spores.
drinking, though. That
Just
seems
sticks his
weird.
finger in it.
I see it as being a potted plant and just,
Yeah. Pour it all over me.
I'm slightly fermented now.
Yeah.
A
If
drunken Myconid.
I look at the map, can I figure out which direction the Storm Balloon and the King were heading?
Yes. I'll put you on the full map again, Prismere, because you've seen it from the distance.
There we
So
are.
they were headed straight east.
It's basically towards Tither.
Yeah, they're definitely
And
headed
we
towards
wanted
Tither.
to go where in Tither?
Somewhere you haven't found out exactly where. All you were told by Amador is his friend Yarn Spinner might have an exit. And it's actually a safe place. But he hasn't told you
Do
where
we know
it is.
where Yarn Spinner is?
Nope.
Because I don't think we should go that way.
You have not found that out yet.
Well, I'm asking in character.
So, who are you asking?
Anyone who's near.
Okay.
Where do you think we should go?
Either that way or that way.
Sorry.
We got moved. That's okay.
Yeah, sorry, you're good.
Yeah.
You said
Well, if
in-
the
towards the
balloon's heading
circle?
straight across, then we want to either go above or below it. Yeah.
So basically towards Nib's cave or that random circle in the front. Got it.
It's mushrooms, and we have a mushroom, so
I can
As
see
you
that
guys
being
are-
possible.
As you guys are discussing this, can I have perception rolls, please?
11.
$17.
Well, our half-drunk
17.
Myconid and not Kaelan, you're the only ones who notice at first. As you're pointing, pointing and looking off, I'm going to say that Worm is playing with his new pet. You two first notice as you say Yarn Spinner and point off in a corner. You see a ghostly apparition appear in front of both of you of a extremely huge arachnid. And he's got a book in between two of his legs. Oh, good, I found you. I thought I heard my name. Don't be
It's like the
afraid,
fifth
my
time we've ever
friends.
said it.
I am here to help. Well, it's the first time I've actually listened. I am sorry. I'm Yarn Spinner. Well, an apparition of me. I've been left in charge here of Prismere until such time that Zabilna returns. I hate her name. Yes.
Amador,
Oh, what?
Capriclaw.
Oh, Yarn Spinner. Oh, you came out. Yay! You're going to notice that Clapperpaw doesn't really come too quickly, but Yarn Spinner walks right up in front of this ghostly apparition, holds out a couple vines, and leaves it. Goes, oh right, I can't hug you here. Hi, Amador. Hi. Shush. I was talking. I am new to these parts and can really only give you protection in my own domain. It's a small domain, but we're very friendly here, and Amador's just going to be nodding. Yeah, he's great. Plus, we do have something that we're calling story time here to help all the survivors of the battle pass the time. And from the looks of you, I may be able to help you regain some of the knowledge that you lost, if you wish. We've had a few others wake up recently, and I've done my best to help them. But I can't do it until you're in my domain.
What's your domain?
My domain is called Fable Rise. Amador knows the way, and you're just gonna see a map appear in the ground behind, underneath you, and he's just gonna point. If you see all the lovely little mushroom circles there, they are basically Fey gates through Tither. You can really go to any one of them, and they'll bring you to the Fable Rise. I will. If you go to the one in between Little Oak and Loon Larch, the top one, I'll put somebody there on the lookout for you, and they can bring you to me.
Oh, I'm pretty sure the king's heading there with his army.
I didn't realize there was a king. Which king?
He's kind of new.
We have the queen.
Oh, good. Usually, I find queens are usually better to talk to. Oh, is that you, young man with the crown? Greetings.
Newly appointed.
Ah, well, yarn spinner.
And already abandoning their post.
Pleasure to meet you. Well, if the king comes, that's fine. I can settle him down. New kings or not, I will deal with it when they come. I'm technically the last archfey here, and I've technically been left in charge, so if there's a new king and queen, I should meet you in person to make sure you're not going to start another war. We didn't like that here. And plus, Zabilna kind of put me in charge until she does return. I don't know when that's going to be, so I want to leave this place better than she left it.
Maybe we should head to this golden arch and turn right real sun-like.
That might be our best option.
Well, I'll leave it up to you, but you could always just fly straight to me too if you like. I'm at the very top. There is a lovely little cave. Kind of see, he's gonna point to the big tower here. I'm underneath that. I'll let you decide, but heading to one of the mushroom circles to activate the Fey Gate would be the quickest way. I currently do have a way out of here. I don't know how long it's going to be open for. The magic in this area is slowly fading, so I would suggest to hurry if you can. But also, I can help you, like I said, regain some of the lost knowledge that you lost, if you wish. I'll leave you all with one question to think on, though. Who do you want to be now that you're risen again? Have you had a thought of who you want to be or what you want to be? I don't want to say when you grow up, but when you grow up.
Me.
Well, that's a good start. But you've seen a few things. You've seen fighters. You've seen a lot of magic. You've seen shop owners. You've seen scouts. You've seen a lot along your way, I can tell. Think on it. And, well, this might help. In front of you, you see a doorway appear. It starts to be spun out of silk, and then turns into an ornate wooden door with a latch and a handle. Latch has a handle. Go on in. Nothing wrong. These just might help. I can't do much from here, but I can help make sure you get here safely.
I gather up the map and go in.
I will go in as well.
You see about a 10 by 10 room That's an armory. This has every single basic equipment you are ever going to need. This has bags, this has armor, this has weapons. This has tools. This has books on how to learn how to actually use things. This is his way of helping you decide who you want to be when you go to level 1.
So this is a room of requirement.
Well, it's pretty much who do you want to be? Yeah, pretty much a rumor requirement, but it has every single thing you guys can think of to help you decide who you want to be in life.
I'm gonna look for anything that has a bear on it that looks like the bear from my Vision Quest.
Like the what do you mean? Sorry.
Uh,
Oh,
from
gotcha.
earlier? Yeah.
The spirit bear.
Yes.
We'll say that there's definitely like some sort of spirit bear, either ring or necklace for you, or a breastplate with it embezzled on the front, emblazoned on the front.
I'll take the breastplate.
Yeah. You can create an inventory. This has everything. This has toolkits. Anything that's basic equipment that you can think of is in this room. If you don't see it and think about something, it will appear for you.
Look at that breastplate they've picked up here. Not necessarily. Is that really the part of your bare necessities?
Not really.
As the door closes behind you, you just hear a soft voice on the wind. Good luck. I'll see you soon. And the door closes and just leaves you in there in light. So, have any of you thought of who you want your character to be when you hit level 1?
Yes.
Yes.
We'll start with Worm. Worm.
Druid.
What druid? Any particular type and why?
Well, I came from the ground, covered in worms, growing worms.
Mm-hmm.
Furbolg's a one of nature, so I just kind of figured I would just go to his basic instincts, which would be amplifying what it is, which would turn into a druid, wouldn't it? Really?
Yeah. And you also have a starry pattern on your chest.
And I think that's a druid of stars.
There is.
So we'll go that way. I don't know what level 1, like when I got the druid, like path.
Yeah. You've definitely met a druid along the way, even though you might not have known what one is, but nature-based, yeah. Let's go to Shaggy.
Cleric.
Ooh. Cleric. Any particular... You don't really know a lot about, like, domains and such, but what's your main thought on what you want to be a cleric for? What's the main reason?
To help. Make sure everyone is safe with the strength I have.
Now, do you think your vision quest and things you saw in the dream shards helped this, or do you think you just naturally feel like this?
The Vision Quest helped
Uh-huh.
with picking it.
Okay. Let's move on to our queen. You're the only one who hasn't chosen a name yet for your new body. What's your thoughts for a fairy that can kind of fly? You have a little bit of magic.
I'm gonna just roll the D4. Actually, I can roll the D2 because I'll flip a coin. Two thoughts. One makes sense of what they were. One makes sense of what they're kind of becoming. Cool. Bard it is.
Fire. Any particular reason?
So like it started from a native just curiosity about everything,
Mm-hmm.
and the more they've learned about the world,
Yep.
the more they've just gone of well, I now have to discuss and talk of everything, which has just slowly led to jokes
Yep.
and more jokes. And the vibe just fits, so they're going to keep with that.
Gotcha.
As for the name, they're thinking that they're going to leave it blank.
Gotcha.
Maybe go by blank.
Nice.
So you're going to be Queen Blank.
Yeah, so on paper it's just Queen.
Yep. Love it. Not Kaelan's head. Is there anything other than just being mean you can think of for not Kaelan's head? That you want
Yeah,
to be?
I actually rolled a nat 20 on history, so without thinking, he's just going to go in and take all of the things that seem to feel right.
Okay.
That would probably include some sort of massive shield, a morning star, likely silvered or otherwise fancy or magical in nature, longsword in a fancy sheath, some sort of meteoric, volcanic, or otherwise heavy armor, some spears. The armor would probably be like have like bloodstones or
Yep.
red gold or something kind of all worked into it. If they've got things like holy symbols, then he might be drawn to one of those, or possibly a shield with some sort of.
There'd definitely be holy symbols that are blank, waiting for you to decide who you want to be on there. Same as Shaggy for cleric. There'd definitely be something that would look like a holy symbol for you, but there's no mark, no engraving yet until you decide and choose or find one like that.
Yep. So
Perfect. Well,
the gear would likely be leading him towards some sort of knight at that point.
nice.
I took charisma as my first stat, so probably hexblade, but possibly paladin.
Okay. All right. And last but not least are my Conid. Any thoughts on what you want to do for your character when you hopefully get your original body back? Or maybe you're like this forever. It's hard to tell.
Well, from the initial creation of the character, I literally did think warlock, and since I'm able to essentially unknowingly access the whole,
Yep.
have people reading my thoughts every time I look at them.
Yep.
Which makes me want to not look at them. It's pretty much. I still want to embrace the Great Old One Warlock
Nice.
patron. I just don't know which patron.
Nice.
But for equipment, I'm just gonna grab I want to feel safe.
Okay.
So I'm grabbing a thing of studded leather, just a standard thing of boots, gloves. Just I want to feel safe. I want to feel safe.
Okay.
And some good equipment. That's all.
Perfect. All right. So, if anyone took any gear that requires a certain, if you took plate armor, you need 13 strength in order to wear it. So if you took anything that requires you to have a certain proficiency or strength requirement or any type of requirement, as soon as you walk through that door, you can use it. And if you need to bump your strength up to 13, put your strength to 13. This is you starting your path towards level 1. Sorry, say that again? I didn't hear you, sorry.
That's right. And if you didn't take it in, the druid doesn't get much in the way of armor. So I'm still 8 across the board with a 10.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yep. But if you needed proficiency in like scimitar or stuff like that, you'd have that, just like the basic stuff.
Yeah.
So you're not rolling at disadvantage for using something. You just you come out of this place knowing how to use what you grabbed. Like this is like slowly becoming a part of you.
So do I get spells?
Nope. This is just
Nope.
You're still level 0, sir. You're learning.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. Nope.
Yeah,
this is just gear, backpacks. This is just your standard adventuring gear. Yep. And as soon as you guys get all your stuff and leave, the door vanishes. And you're going to find this probably took you guys 2 to 3 hours in there quite easily. This isn't something any of you guys I don't think would have rushed. So
it's also very TARDIS. You know, you look at the door, look inside. It's like
yep,
bigger on the inside.
a lot bigger. Great. So as you guys come out, pretty much everyone around you ran. Everyone that you have seen so far just like stares at you and goes. Even Ambrador goes, "We were talking to the Outspinner, and then you guys were gone. Where'd you go? We didn't see anything. What happened?" "Oh, you guys are... Wow. Okay, I understand now. He took you somewhere. I've heard he does that. Wow, you guys look, a couple of you guys got buffed and... Okay, that's pretty shiny stuff. Yeah, you guys look... Okay. Well..."
Stupid fucking dexterity.
"You guys are interesting now. Wow. Why didn't I get invited?" "Oh, it's okay. I like my sword anyway. Mine's better."
Weren't special enough.
"No, that's okay. I've been here before. As long as I can find Polynello, that's really all that matters." "Well, got a few more hours till the balloon's ready to part. I don't know. There's like a training area if you guys wanted to go practice."
I will go practice with a
Okay.
Snicker snack.
Beautiful.
What does Snicker snack have to say about the new breastplate?
Snicker Snack is definitely like, as soon as you pull Snicker Snack out, he's like humming and like just like playing a little jaunty tune on himself, going, "We're gonna kill stuff. We're gonna kill stuff. You better not miss. Or I'm gonna leave you. Let's go kill stuff." Stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So does anyone else not want to go to the proving grounds, or what would you like to do to kill the last few hours before the balloon is fixed?
We're definitely going to go to fitting grounds.
Okay.
So I picture Blank coming out the door, sort of dragging a sack behind them. Like anything and everything they found of in slight interest has gone in the sack.
Nice.
And this is a more case of, cool, what did I actually pick?
Okay. Well, you are being shown to an area. Find where I put it here. Map. Where's D9, Brandon? D9. So back over in this corner where everyone left, where you have the party marker, right over here is the proving grounds. That's where you're being shown to. A mangrove tree stands in the middle of a patch of heavily churned mud where rusting and rotting bits of armor and weapons are scattered. Most of these are like not usable. 2 lengths of chain are anchored opposite sides of the tree trunk, each with an iron shackle on the end. You would also see like logs that are animated walking back and forth that you can use to like hit. There's walking like scarecrows that are there that you can use for target practice. There's a few little things here. It's more crude than anything, but it does say the Proving Grounds, and it has combat rules. You will see an old bullywug that's just like sitting there in the mud as you guys come up and go, "No one's used this area for weeks now. I'm bored. Does anyone want to fight?" I'm in charge of the Proving Grounds.
Sorry, you cut out for a second. Does anyone want what? Sorry.
Does anyone want to fight? I'm bored. I'm in charge here, and nobody's wanted to do any fighting for weeks on end. They just
I'll
want to
fight.
rebuild. Oh, good. This bullywug just kind of like stands up. He's not that big. He's medium sized, so he's a little under you. He's got like hide armor, a shield, and a spear. But as he stands up, he jumps 30 feet into the air, cracks his back, cracks his neck, and goes, "Ah, right. Who's first? Roll me initiative, please." He will take one of you on, or more of you on.
That's what a -1
Is
skill.
this our combat montage we're doing right now?
18.
Whoever wants to, yes. We got an 18, a 13.
Just confirming.
Yep.
Our proficiency modifier is still 0, isn't it? So if we had
Yes.
from leaving the room proficiency a weapon means nothing.
Nope. No, it's your dex
Cool.
mod plus your proficiency. Yep.
I mean,
so
Dex mod still at most +0 for anyone.
Yeah,
So
I know. So a 12, a 16, and 19. 16, 12, and 19. Okay.
I got armor that put me
here.
to 11 AC, and my Dex mod put me down to 10.
All right. All right. So first up is Worm. You see this squat little bullywug shake off all the mud, tap his spear, do a massive leap, and land in the mud without a little squelch. Looks at all the five of you and just goes, "Bring it." What would you like to do, sir?
I'm going to step in and
Yep.
two-hand swing my quarterstaff.
Beautiful. Give me an attack roll, please.
Swing, batter, 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 swing.
Ooh, 15 just hits.
And
Good for
-1
2
to my
damage.
damage.
Nice. You smack him. He kind of like takes a little sidestep back and goes, "Oh, hey, you got a little fight in you. Good, 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 good. This will wake me up. Come on." Okay. It looks like you hit like a little muscle that just kind of like reflexes, and he just like kind of just stares at you and goes, "That it? That's all you got? Good." That is Belvedere's turn. What would not Kaelan's head like to do?
Stick a silvered morning star into his head.
Okay.
Probably not,
that
though.
no. He's gonna brush it aside, and then very quickly, because his turn is next, use the butt end of his spear. 16, I'm assuming, is gonna maybe miss you now.
Sure does.
Beautiful. But a 21 will hit with the spear end as his second attack comes through.
It will.
He's going to like take a look at you, hit hard, but he's going to put the flat end on you, and you're only going to take 4 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And he's going to step back and goes, "Ooh, sorry about that." Next. Next up, we have Frost.
Since I don't have spells, I'm going to circle around him, take out both my sickles that I got that are silvered, and I'm going to attack with each of them for action and bonus action.
Nice.
Do I get advantage because I'm kind of flanking?
Absolutely. Yep,
16 to hit.
Yeah, beautiful.
2 damage there.
Okay. Yep.
3.
Beautiful. He comes down to that with a couple little slashes on his arms, and he goes, "Oh, right. I forgot people do like to flank. I'll get you next time. Don't worry." He still looks completely fun. Next up, we have Worms next. What would our druid to be like to do?
Druid will go for a whack.
Okay. Or did I miss someone? Sorry. Oh, wait, nope. Sorry, not you. I was looked wrong. It's Shaggy's turn.
Since that was a quick round.
I was
Yep,
gonna
sorry,
say,
Shaggy.
oh,
I went to the wrong big guy.
I will swing with Snicker Snack.
Oh, what the hell's that?
It's my snack. My
What?
Snicker Snack.
Yeah, like for the first time, all of you are going to hear Snicker Snack go, "Kill him! Kill him! Kill him!
Yeah.
Don't miss! Kill him!" Like this is coming from the sword itself, from the like the haft, the shaft. You're all hearing it for the first time.
So
Scream,
it
kill
does speak.
him.
I told you.
I don't know. I just thought you were crazy.
With a 6,
Well.
you miss, and he just like you almost get it's vibrating, and he goes, "That's 1."
Hey, you distracted me. That shouldn't count.
Kill it! I'm bored. I'm really, really bored. He kind of looks like a dragon.
No, he doesn't.
Damn, he's green. Queen, what's our bard to be want to do?
She's going to rummage through her bag for the first weapon she finds that she happened to pick up. And I've just rolled from the weapons table.
Okay.
She's pulling out a great club, which is bigger than her.
Oh dear God!
Nice.
Where are you hiding that?
It's a very big sack
of armors. Dragging a sack of behind her.
When I said dragging a sack, this sack is
disadvantage for
multiple
you?
times bigger than her. She was dragging it very, very slowly.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be disadvantage because you're not proficient with that thing.
Oh, no, definitely. She's just going through every weapon she has.
Yep.
Testing which one works out.
Exactly.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot, just found it. One sec. Let me find the code.
Yeah, you're good.
Pulls out a set of brass knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
That one.
For a total of 0.
You see your tiny little queen pick up this massive club, go back to swing, and just ass over tea kettle fall in the mud. Her wings are now covered in mud. Her head is now covered in mud. The crown is now covered in mud. And the bullywug in front just goes, "Well, that happened to everybody, dearie. Nice try, though." We're back up to Worm now. We'll do one more round, and then we'll just go through it. So, what would Worm like to do? Quarterstaff again. 10 will miss. You're going to see the bullywug pretty much like grab it out of your hand and just like flick you on the nose. You're big. You smell nice, but you need more practice.
I growl at him.
That's not
Send the
the
crocodile.
sound of that's not the sound of someone angry. That's just frustration. You'll be fine.
And the crocodile takes.
Brandon, that was a missed chance of a Thor line. Huh, you're big. I fought bigger.
Didn't think of that one. Sorry. Yep. I fought bigger.
Can my crocodile have a snap?
Or like I smelled nicer.
Yeah, give me just a straight D20 roll. The crocodile will not have a bonus. It is a baby. We'll let it do 1 piercing damage if it can hit an AC of 15. No. You see it like try to come to your aid in the mud and get stuck right beside Queen. All right. Not Kaelan.
What are the chances I can flank this thing?
Easily. Yeah.
13 won't hit anyway.
13 won't. He's just going to sidestep and just go, ah, youngsters these days. No resolve. Well, I've already smacked you and rung your bells. That's probably why you missed. Let's go for the big one. And he's going to try and hit Shaggy.
Did that breastplate affect my AC at all?
Yeah, whatever the breastplate is. Breastplate's, I think, 14.
Oh, yeah. Then
But-
my AC is now 14.
He's going to go in for a bite and miss with a 3. You're going to hear teeth on the new breastplate, and he's just going to... he's
I'll
going
copy
to do
what
a
he does and flick him on the nose.
He's going to do a standing long jump. He's going to jump 30 feet in the air, and he's going to
Opportunity
land on
attack.
your...
Yeah.
He's going straight up, though. This is a standing...
If he leaves my range, it's an opportunity attack.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Three of you would get an opportunity attack then.
21!
5.
Okay, the 21. Yep. Okay, the 21 will hit on the way up. Everyone else seems to miss.
8 piercing.
8 piercing. Nice. You're gonna hear him go. Oh, yep. Sorry, that was stupid. Forgot about that part. You cut part of his like Achilles almost, but he lands right on top of Shaggy's head. And as he comes down, he's got the spear pointed straight down into you, sir. But a 13 is going to miss you. And it's going to scrape off your new engraved breastplate. But he's now standing on top of you. Well, I haven't done that in a while. Figured I'd try it. That is now Shaggy's turn.
I will push him off and then proceed to hit him.
Okay. I'll do a quick acrobatics for him to see if he lands. Oop. I dropped it. What is it?
What is it? What is it?
Come here.
And we will never know.
Yep, nope.
14 plus 6. Yeah, he's fine. The 14 just misses him, sir, as he comes off your head and you just swing wide. Snicker Snack looks at you and just, that's 2.
Hey, I'm still learning.
You have learned if you miss 3 times in a row, you automatically unattune to him.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Queen, you're up next.
During the rest of the fight, she's been throwing random weapons out. At least 2 whips. I think a Morning Star was in there.
Okay.
And she's finally settled on a rapier. Like, finally, something I can hold.
Okay. You are covered in mud, head to toe.
Oh,
And
definitely.
wings. So you are not currently able to fly.
She's going to sprint along the ground before sort of Misty stepping behind him. Forgetting that there's nowhere to stand up there, so she will be falling afterwards. But in a brief period of time, she's going to try and stab him with the rapier.
Nice.
And as a close-up camera shot, it looks very dramatic, but from a wide angle, it just looks like a little ant running with a needle.
Yep. You
Just
try
a
to
teleport, go to swing, but nothing, no ground beneath. Just nothing.
Yeah. It's just empty air and then back in the mud again. At this time, the bullywug looks around at all of you, goes, okay, I think we're good. Truce, we're all good. You did pretty good there. Everyone good? The name's Sir Wigglesworth. Thank you. It has been a bit since I was able to actually do that and take on, well, I won't say 5. We'll go with 3 of you. You're doing pretty good. Good training session. The grounds are yours to use if you like. I think I'm going to go put some mud on these cuts. Thank you again, though. That was fun.
I would like to eat a worm.
I will cast Cure Wounds on the guy.
Yeah, okay. Not Kaelan has come over to eat a worm off your body for worm. I think you have 2 left.
Yeah, I've got 2 left.
Okay. Now you have 1
And
left.
then now they
No, I
are.
had 2 left on that one.
Okay.
Unless I did trade one for the beer.
Tell me what your cure wounds look like.
It looks like a spiritual bear claw. It comes off my hand and just evaporates into the body.
Ooh. Oh, I guess I don't need the mud. Haven't been healed in a while. I didn't know you could do that. You don't look like the type who could do that. Interesting.
It's new to me.
Well, what was your names again? I don't actually think I got your names.
They call me Shaggy?
Well, yeah, that fits. So, you guys wouldn't be the ones who took care of the idiots, were you? Any fine of you if you did. They were, idiots. And apparently I think I saw the new king get angry and chase after him. I don't know what's going on around here. Like I said, I just mind my own business. But yeah, thanks for that. That was interesting. Like you healed like a limp that he's had for a long time.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
this is
over
just
the
a
That is a win.
very bad leg cramp.
Yeah. Belv, I'll just say the worm will heal you full. That's quite easy. You don't even need to roll. But
Yeah, I gave myself 8, but I only lost 4, so.
Thanks. Yeah, it would have taken you guys a while. He had 52 health left. But you did pretty good. You took him down 15. About 6 to 7.
Nice.
Bullywood Knights have a lot of health. But his weapons are not a lot of damage. Okay. Well, over the course of the time, you probably spent, I'd say, like a little bit better an hour training here. And by the time you guys come back, the balloon is ready to take off.
All right.
I will show you what your balloon looks like. So as you guys get over to the balloon, the 2 idiots, the other idiots, pretty much just look at Clapperclaw and go, "You didn't think we'd get it done in time? That's 30 gold apiece." And you're going to see Clapperclaw just kind of go, "Right. Amador, are you?" Amador just kind of sighs, reaches inside part of him somewhere, and pulls out a sack and tosses it to them. I think that's 70. That should cover it. I found that on some sort of body a while ago. I don't need gold. The Bullywoods just kind of look at it and go, "Right. It's fixed. Do you have a pilot?" Then you're going to see Rand put his hand up and go, "That's why I brought him. He's the pilot." And then you see the Bullywug Knight that's been beside him just kind of go up, look at it, and go, "Ugh. It ain't pretty, boss, but it'll get us there. I don't know about landing, but it'll get us there."
Well, it only needs to land once.
True, but the landing can kill you.
Ah, it was another death.
Well,
I don't see the problem. The floor's there to break your fall.
Well, yeah. Right.
Not the speed
Anyway,
that kills you.
It's usually the fall. It's usually, gravity is a bitch. We'll just say that. Anyway,
Very
The
much
fall
so.
doesn't kill you. It's the sudden stop that kills you.
Yes.
well, anyway,
To
you
quote a
see a bunch
great
of
vehicle
runes.
enthusiast.
Yeah, you see a bunch of runes glow and the bladders inflate. It doesn't smell that great. It is swamp gas. The cauldron is like embedded in the middle, and it's got some sort of rune inscribed on the bottom, channeling not fire, but some sort of heat source to help inflate all the swamp gas. And there's a few puffs here and there of flames coming out. And the pilot's just going to look and go, oh, it's this balloon. Right. Okay. Well, hop aboard the Beholder balloon, everyone. And this is your air balloon. It's a beholder head
Huh.
with 2 rowboats underneath of it.
As we pass over the middle hut, I am pouring a crapload of beer on it and proceeding with my plan.
Gonna light it. Beautiful. Just give me a standard attack roll, please, with advantage, because this thing's not going that quick. Okay. Right.
Considering the room of requirements we're in, I thought you just like picked up jars of oil or something.
You could have, yeah. There's enough alchemy fire that you could have got, and between all of you, you set Bavlorna's semi-almost refurnished house ablaze. And as that starts to burn, all the magic of the area disperses, and you randomly see, as soon as you leave, all the water turn crystal clear.
Well, we've just helped this place once more.
Yep.
We should have done that to begin with. That looks beautiful.
Well, it's easier when the guy's not here.
And Downfall has now turned back into what it once was, the home of the Bullywugs.
We're gonna call it
Hey.
Upfall now?
The home of the Bullywugs, who are mostly not there now.
Yeah. Over the course of, you're going to be up there flying around for at least 6 to 7 hours before you finally hit the edge of Hither and finally get into Tither on the balloon.
Well, since we are sort of stuck in close proximity for a while, and the sword's finally done something interesting again. Finally going to use an identify on the sword. Like, that is
Gotcha.
cool. And like, sort of keep staring at it, staring.
Yeah, you definitely have a thought in the back of your head still, Shaggy. Don't miss again.
I won't.
Time doesn't matter. You're at 2. Don't miss a 3rd. Because it's not per day, it's just in general. So he's sulky once again and irritable. So over the course, you finally leave like the crappy place that is Hither. You fly near the Palace of Heart's Desire, which was Bilna's home and castle. It is floating in the air, kind of. It doesn't look like it is empty, though. It's just Belv. It still looks like she has some sort of guard there. It doesn't appear to be empty, though. There's nothing really going on, though. There's not a lot of people as you fly by. A couple of them look at you and just like wave, but nothing really happens for you. You don't see the signs of the other balloon or the invading giant dragonflies behind it. Eventually, you all land right near a mushroom circle. And as you get out of the lovely balloon and it slowly starts to deflate, you find yourselves in the middle of a mushroom portal. So that's all of you, plus your bullywugs. I didn't put all the things there. In the center of it is kind of looks like a gnome. Definitely female. Has a red hat on. And a massive sickle about the same size as her.
Ooh, fun.
She looks at you all. Can I have perception rolls, please? And history rolls. The 19 and the 14, I like. The nat 20 from Queen.
Finally,
Atta girl.
something.
Beautiful. Okay. So a few of you with the perception rolls definitely see around her is a sash that says the Crimson Carnage Commendation. The award is given to the Red Cap for the most brutal and effective combat tactics, showcasing the relentless, bloodlust, and combat prowess. That's all written on the sash. Your nat 20 history roll, you know what a Red Cap is. They are the spies and assassins of Queen Mat of the Unseelie Court. You don't fuck around with them. They are born from puddles of blood. And one of them sitting here, she has her teeth all sharpened into fangs. And she looks at you all and goes, "Right. Yarn Spinner sent me to take you to him. Don't fuck things up, and I won't fuck you up. Got it?"
Crystal.
Good. And actually, my name's Cherry Bonnet.
Oh, you really look more like a crystal. I'm sorry.
I had a friend named Crystal. She tasted delicious. You look like
Good
you
to know.
taste great, too.
Yeah, I
So-
kind of taste a little rotten.
Don't push me. Are y'all ready?
Sure.
Good. She goes around and starts tapping on all the mushrooms here until one of them finally turns into a bigger version of your myconid friend, but house size, and a door just randomly opens. She's just going to look at you and go, "Right, you have to go through backwards. It's the only way to get to the Fable Rise. If you go through frontwards, it's your own fault if you don't survive. Chop chop."
I will walk in backwards.
And you're going to see her pull out a flute and start playing a tune as you all go through backwards.
Do they walk through backwards?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, Amador and Clapperclaw pretty much just go, "Oh, I've never been through this one before. Oh, okay, yeah, it makes sense. Hi, Cherry." And she just looks at Amador and goes, "I told you I'm going to eat you one day." Amador just smiles and goes, "Yep, I know. Come on, everybody." Walks right through
What a way to
Just-
say hi.
Random question: did the balloon land safely?
The balloon landed safely. Yes, I rolled to see how well they're going to do. The pilot did a great job.
Cool. As we're eyeing seeing the balloon as we walk through backwards,
Mhm.
just gonna almost hum to him. We're gonna hum to herself. A little balloon. Words. Fuck. A bored little crew took a flight in a balloon glowing soft through the night. Through the phased, misty air, with enchantments to spare, they dodged tricks and danced with delight.
Yes. You can have inspiration for that, sir, because you might need it next session. So I think that is a great place to end. And next session, we will start off with you guys in the Fable Rise, where we learn who you were, who you are, whose body you're in, and all that fun stuff. And then we'll level to 1. That was fun.
And in campaign.
Yeah. I got you where I wanted you to be. I'm happy.